Hey there, everybody. It's Jimmy Payne with Coldwell Banker. Just wanted to give you an update. I don't know if you live in Cherokee County or not, but if you do, you probably saw your tax value come out and your estimated tax for 2020. Don't be alarmed, first of all. That's an estimate. It's based on last year's millage rate. So yes, property values did go up. That's because the sale of homes are going up. Prices continue to increase because we have a shortage of homes for sale. So, but don't freak out because last year's millage rate, probably this year's millage rate will go down versus last year. So your taxes are probably not going to be as high as they say they are. But if you suspect that your valuation of your house, which is your assessed value, your total assessed value of your property, which is the land plus your house and all the improvements that you have on it, if you think that they're too high for your neighborhood, so I got mine, and mine were too high because they priced mine at the top of the market, but my lower level doesn't have heating and air, so I can't sell my house as a 5-bedroom. Even those 2 rooms downstairs that could potentially be bedrooms, there's no heating and air, so that an appraiser would not consider those to be bedrooms. So I don't have a 5-bedroom house, I have a 3-bedroom house. So I appealed my taxes. The assessor's already come out. It's a 1-page form. I will give you the link at the end where to go to, but you just fill it out. If you need comps, let me know, or ask another realtor that you may know if they have some comps. You can do it yourself as well. Just look at the houses that have sold in your neighborhood nearby. They are appraisers, and they assess your value based on the current market value. So yes, prices are going up. It's a good thing and it's a bad thing. It's a good thing because your house is now worth more than it was last year. The bad thing is you're paying more taxes. So there's a short-term and there's a long-term situation there. But if you're refinancing your house, or if you're trying to cash out some equity in your house, it's a good thing because there's more money to cash out. And if you're selling your house, it's definitely a good thing because you're going to sell it for a lot more money than you would have last year. But if you're staying there and you haven't made any improvements to it, so especially if you had some people that updated their houses, or if you have a house that was really bad shape and got remodeled and was almost like new and sold top value, you may end up not having a house as nice, so you may have to appeal your tax value and have them come back out and take a look at your house, and you may even have to go in front of the Board of Equalization to state your case as far as why you think your value should be lowered. The good thing is that if you do appeal your tax value, whether you win or lose, your tax value, your assessed value, will stay the same for 3 years. So if I did this 5 years ago, and I kind of lost and I kind of won. They didn't lower it as low as I thought they should, but they didn't raise it to what they had estimated it to be. So they met me in the middle, but for 3 years, as the millage rate went down, my taxes went down as well. The bad thing is I forgot that the 3 years was up, and I forgot to appeal my taxes the year that they did go up and try and get it lowered again, and I forgot. So I ended up having a huge spike in my tax value, and my taxes went way up. So the other thing is, every year you have the right to file a personal property valuation and tell the county what you think your house is worth. And that way, if they don't think that it's that low, or if they think that you've said it was worth too much or too little, they can appeal. And they can send out their appraiser and their assessor to look at your house. But you can appeal. You can do that. Sometimes if you file your own tax valuation, and they don't have enough time to go and look at it, and you're close enough to what they say, then they just won't do anything. So that's another possibility that you have to do that. I'm going to try and do it next year. I've never done it myself, but it's what happened in Atlanta. I don't know if you've kept up with some of this, where the Atlanta School Board, Atlanta Public Schools, has sued the Fulton County tax assessor, because what was happening is these big corporate commercial buildings downtown would get sold, say for $50 million, and they would file their tax statement saying that they assessed their value at $7 million, and the county was not appealing it, and the county wasn't taking a look at it and going, hold it, you bought it for 50, how's it worth 7? Markets are going up. And they were just ignoring it. And the bad thing for Atlanta Public Schools is that's 60% of your tax bill is your schools. So the school district was losing a lot of money because of all of this that was going on. I don't know where these companies got their valuations from, or if they just did it just to try and get a break on their taxes. But that's going on. But that option is available to you. I would definitely not recommend trying to say that your house is worth, $30,000 when it's worth $300,000, because when you get in there and they do appeal it, and they more than likely will appeal it, you're going to lose a lot of credibility with the Board of Equalization, and they may end up coming back and saying, "Oh, yeah, we found some comps that sold for more, and we're going to raise your value to $325,000 instead of $300,000." So don't play games with them. If you need help, reach out to me. I'll leave my contact information as well, and you can do this. There's also attorneys that handle tax appeals. So if you wanted to reach out to an attorney and have them represent you, you can look them up and try and do that. But they do offer that option. You can also appeal to the Superior Court. There's a lot of different changes that you can do, but the most common one is just the Board of Equalization, and they're citizens just like us. And their job is to make sure that everything's being handled fairly. Like I said, prices are going up, but if everybody that's selling the house in your neighborhood has quartz countertops or granite countertops, and you still have the same countertops that you had from 1990, and you've made no improvements to your house, you haven't painted it, you haven't replaced the carpet, you haven't replaced the appliances, and everything's the same as it was in 1990, your house probably will not sell for the same amount as somebody who has put $30,000, $40,000 into it to make it a better house. So that's something else to keep in mind. So if some of that's happened to you, and your house just probably won't sell as well as the ones that have sold, reach out. I'll be more than willing to help you out and see what we can do. But on the other hand, I've helped 3 people out so far this year, and all 3 of them complained about their taxes going up a lot of money this year. And when I looked at it, their valuation was actually well below where they should be. Like houses in their neighborhood are selling for like $300,000, and their taxed value is $220,000. So sometimes you don't want to appeal, because even though you had a big jump in how much tax you're going to pay, if you appeal it, you run the risk of them raising it even higher, and your taxes end up being higher. So it's a balancing game. You have to figure out where you want to be and whether it's worth it to appeal or not. But like I said, I can help you out with that. Any other realtor can help you, should be able to help you out. And there's tax attorneys also that handle real valuations, appeals, and things like that. So, and if you go to the Board of Equalization, you're not happy with what they said, and you want to appeal it to the Superior Court, you can. I would definitely recommend that you hire an attorney. I don't like people going into situations that they shouldn't by themselves, especially selling a house. And anything that's you're legally responsible for, I wouldn't recommend. It costs a lot of money to appeal to the Superior Court. So anyhow, hope this helps you, and I will talk to you later.